Your generous donations to the stream and supporting us. We got the Simul up. I just noticed Mr. Coffee's donation to the streaming donations, $50, which I didn't mention before. Want to thank him for that. Someone on sound also. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. We're opening up a Simul here on lichess. Welcome to Acerbate, Jim, Mr. Coffee, Elvira. Who else is here? Acerbate, Arsenal fan. Thanks, guys, for subscribing. We're going to get the Simul started. This week, I'm trying a different time control. Last week, we did the 20 plus 30, and it was probably worse than the 30-30. So I'm doing 20 plus 40. Experimenting with new time controls. We were doing 30-30 forever. I'm doing 20-40, same extra time for me. Plus 40. Hopefully that will help avoiding like really bad, devastating time pressure that causes me to actually lose on time rather than just make bad moves. So I can keep the games going at least with the 40-second increment, I hope, without flagging on all boards. Like last time, losing 3 or 4 boards on time. Okay, subscribers first. Elvira, Jim, Merle Dixon, Nodge Papa, Mr. Coffee. We gotta raid someone after just a couple of minutes, that's all. I keep an eye on all my friends here. I'm secretly tracking your FIDE results as well. Arsenal. Alright, Acerbate, Antony, Arsenal, Stuk. Sorry for the stuttering. No, Bob died, Jim. We didn't tell you about that? No, ironically, after all of his jokes. No, he's not banned or anything. He really died. It's really strangely ironic after all those times he joked about other people dying. Alright. Well, I don't reveal if people are like taking lessons and personal stuff, you know. Alright. It's like a psychiatrist. I have a professional obligation not to reveal my patients. No, I think he really died. Yeah, sorry about that. But he was his mom contacted me and said she was probably going to donate all of his worldly belongings to the stream. But I haven't heard anything back, you know, formally. Something about that snake bite. Alright, anyway. Mr. Nice Guy, TR. You decide if it's a joke or not. Alright, guys. Seriously, Mr. Coffee, what's up? We've got 25 places. Subscribers first. I've accepted 9 subscribers to my Twitch stream. A very, very sick one, I assume. So, not sure if the snake survived. You're too delicate. Alright. Who else is a subscriber to the stream that I didn't accept thus far? I'd like to get started. Stuk is here. I'd like to get started by 45 at the latest. It's 6:36 now. Alright, 9 players accepted. Guys, we're playing 25. The time control is 20 plus 40. Experimental new time control. Who else is a subscriber that I don't recognize? If you are, let me know. If I haven't accepted you, let me know. Happy holidays. New Year coming up. We're going to be streaming, I don't think, on New Year's Eve. Let me check my schedule. I'm not that much of a loser. Might have to skip the New Year's Eve stream. We'll have Monday stream tomorrow, though, for sure. And we'll keep you posted about the schedule. Tomorrow morning is a stream as well, and we'll update the schedule at that point. Link to the Simul. Here it is. I think Bob, if he didn't die, he probably just self-banned. Like Tushar. Anyways, alright. So we've got all the subscribers that we're going to get. Is that correct? 9 subscribers. Alright. Regulars and friends. Dimitrilas. Carl 5. I haven't seen in a while. Ribardi. It's so much easier to say I am Ribardi. Karen Baran. No other real regulars. Alright, we'll grab some more players in a second here. Who else is going to be late? Troll vacation. I think he's busy preparing for 2020 elections or something. The Russians have some openings. Alright. They're looking for a few good trolls. Rue is fine. Ruben fine. Back from the dead. Alright. You have never won as black against the Fianchetto. The Fianchetto setup in the Benoni, I feel like, is like one of the worst. The most unpromising for white, but it's very solid. I mean, the white king side is very solid, Arsenal fan, so I can see how it's a little different. But ironically, I feel like it's probably objectively... Definitely against the Benko is toothless. I do know some strong players who played the Fianchetto Benoni, but it's very hard for white, too. Okay, guys, let's just start taking some more guests here. A lot of new names. Try to just kind of randomly pick some of these opponents. This player we've played before, Edgar Saint from Hungary, just by complete coincidence. Alright, I live in Hungary. Wait. Alright. I will resign. Thomas is legit. Thomas? Oh, you can vouch for him? He must be the computer then. It's almost 100%. Do you have the sense of Bob? Alright. Well, it's not the first time Arsenal has vouched for someone. It didn't always work out. Let's see. Nimzostein. Doesn't have enough games. I like to see people... Your mom's pawn. That's just wrong. Let's see. Alright, what do we got? Karam Baran. Arsenal, are you kidding me? Now what's up? I'm gonna get like coughing attack. Sorry, guys. Time to get started. A lot of new names. Arsenal, you're trolling me. I can't believe I believed you. Champion with an N. That's a strong player. I don't need too many of those strong players. Paulo Menace. 59. Not enough games. Thoth. Atum Thoth. Sounds like Lovecraft. Alright, whatever. We got 19 players left. Mi Destino. He's busy playing. Arkun from Indonesia. Very well. Black Hole Sun. Bolivia. Wow. It's rare to get someone from Bolivia. I knew a master from Bolivia. Murad. Alright, that gives us 22. Any other subscribers? It's weird. They were all here. One subscriber's going to come in late. Natalie's sister. That's her middle name. Uber's in there. Alright, Uber, Pi Day. Not a subscriber, but a friend. One more. Last one. Mr. Nice Guy, TR. He's busy playing. Nimzostein didn't have enough games, right? Your mom's pawn intimidated me with those high ratings. Too likely to be a troll with that name. Maybe we played Pac-Man's pal before? We did, but he has no ratings. Who is Pac-Man's pal? Is that... He's in the stream, but who is it? How can we challenge him? Alright, we'll take Pac-Man's pal. Even though he doesn't have enough games, it seems to be someone I've played with before, so it has to be someone who we knew for me to accept them. Alright guys, good luck. Hola. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿Y tú? Alright. Now. Su mama. What are we going to do? Alright, good luck. Get started. We got 25 players. Anyone going to drop out? This is last call. Last call. It's 44. 25 players. We start. Last chance for a subscriber to come in at the last minute. Or just subscribe, guys. You can just subscribe. If somebody subscribes now, I'll play 26 players. You've got 1 minute to decide to subscribe or not to subscribe. I'll blackmail you guys into making some gift sub or something. Gift sub someone, and I'll play 26. You got 30 seconds. I'm going to start. Black Hole K. Black Hole, you don't have enough games. You've got bullet games, which don't count. How many do you have? 5? 7? 33? I don't know, but that doesn't add up to really enough. Alright guys, let's get started. I just get too many people who drop out, you know, from the players without established accounts. That's why I ask everybody to have established ratings. Every single Simul that I do, at least like 2 or 3 people just don't even continue after move 10 or something. So Arsenal will like freak out if I don't play e4. Have a tantrum. Let's go. Alright, we'll see how this time control works out. The first time I've used this. Carl 5. Who's Pac-Man's pal? Uber driver. How's the Uber going? How's the Ubering going? You were nervous, Arsenal, about C4. The C3. Zaragoza. Zaragoza. This is Arsenal's buddy, Thomas. You were just joking the whole time about Thomas? Or you really know who they are? I still don't know if you were serious or not. Sook, you had white for the last 13 games against me? Tibalt will say that's completely normal. It's just That's the way the RNG works. It's like poker stars. Completely like normal to lose 20 flips in a row. Knight f3. Yeah, I hate playing against knight f3 myself. I mean, perfectly honest. Advanced English. It seems like Elvira's English is pretty good. I don't believe her. English is her first language. Majoring in Spanish. Alright, let's see. Equally good. Spanish and English. Tempted to play f3 against Jim. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Arkun. The Benoni. Well, this is a chess stream, right? I wonder how this time control is going to work out. 40 seconds. Will it make a difference? Guys, before you get too into the games, please remember to subscribe and support the stream with a generous donation. I know I'm independently wealthy, but we could always use a little bit of support. I think I should play more e6 in the Sicilian because it's actually my older choice. I used to play e6 in the Sicilian all the time. One thing I like about the move to e6 in the Sicilian is the fact that I feel like it's the best move as far as like limiting the amount of side variations the white can play. Wealth is what we do. Pac-Man's pal. Speaking of Facebook, I saw this post where someone was looking for a grandmaster to play in a closed tournament. And the situation was such that there were no prizes. It was just very like standard these days. Some kind of, you get paid like your hotel and some spending money and your food or whatever. And someone said, I don't understand what kind of tournaments, you know, these are where there's no prizes. And Elvis from Estonia was like complaining that you know, do you think that there's profit from, he was complaining that there's no profit from chess tournaments. And I thought, next thing out is going to be like telling us that there's no Santa Claus. It's like, good thing you didn't become a grandmaster. Knight f3 d6. I mean, I'm talking to myself. If you wanted to make money, you should have done something else. That's the moral of the story. Carl V, thank you for the donation, 95 bits. Spectacular Camel subscribed, but he's not playing. But I mean, I've been in Hungary for like over 15 years, plus some time before that. I mean, these tournaments where there's like titled players playing without prizes, just getting some very meager appearance fee, it's been going on for like 20 years, maybe 30 years. It's a very standard kind of thing, but it is sort of sad that there's no actual prizes. This is a move that I lost against Ariel Mingarini in 1988. With that move. The first time I ever faced that. That's what this person was saying. GM tournaments with no prizes seems suspicious. But the grandmaster who was helping to find a player said, look, you know, the players had the ratings to maintain, which is some argument. But the chess world, you know, obviously it'd be better if there were actually prizes, you know. But I think that they have to pay like, you know, some meager appearance fee to get grandmasters to play. Actually have a tournament where there's prizes. Kind of makes more sense. But that's the chess world that we live in. So we got to mix it up. Jim's getting... Wait, this is not Morales. This is Jim. Taimanov. No. No. I can't play the Taimanov. Uber driver tricked me. Is Asterbait in the Simul? I don't know. It's a long meandering story, I was saying. And, but that's the way it's been for a long time. Norm tournaments without prizes. Just the title players get some appearance fee. And the aspiring players pay some sort of entry fee. I was surprised that an old veteran person didn't understand this system. I know it's not great, but that's all they've got. Okay, and Tony. The argument in US where class prizes make more than the pro players most of the time. Yeah, there's just too many. Too many strong players in the US Open tournaments for too few prizes. Okay, E3. I mean, you can't make a living playing in chess tournaments. The only two grandmasters I know were like supported by their wives. The only two grandmasters I know who exclusively play in tournaments without teaching. Both of their wives have like really high paying salaries. Forget about it. It's not even an option. Yeah, maybe you could squeak by playing weekend tournaments. Purposely evading like strong players. I don't know. No, I'm not talking about the US, not Hebden and Arkle. They would probably be in more trouble in America. There's so many like strong players who immigrated there. It's just got all the native players plus a lot of players who immigrated to the United States as well. Dozens of players that have been brought over to play in like college teams like UTD, and I mean there's so many grandmasters in the United States, it's like forget about it. Yeah, I noticed that the guy who won the interesting thing, the guy who won the marathon yesterday here on lichess is like the 25-50 FIDE player with no title. I mean, so this guy, he doesn't even bother getting a FIDE title. He's like Grandmaster Strength with no title at all. He's not even a FIDE master. He is a Grandmaster. Why does it say NM? I mean, he is a Grandmaster, but he doesn't have the title, or what? Well, he's not a Grandmaster unless he has the norms. I mean, you know, that's like the Andrew Tang claiming he was a Grandmaster when he wasn't a Grandmaster. I didn't appreciate that. You're not a Grandmaster till you earn it, you know, officially. You can't just call yourself, proclaim yourself a Grandmaster. But there's no doubt that he's Grandmaster Strength, you know. Jim, you still just can't be a proclaimed Grandmaster. It's a title awarded by FIDE. You can't award it to yourself. But I'm just wondering if he was, you know, not titled for some political reason. Like he didn't like FIDE, so he didn't want to be part of that or something. Notch Papa, we played this before. I'm gonna have to play something different. He's got some norms from Greece. Wow. I mean, you'd think it would be fairly easy at 25-50 strength. Actually, I've known some players who struggled. Maybe he's like real solid or something. I don't know. Sometimes players have too much draw percentage. Erdos Victor had that problem. He had trouble making the GM title because he had too high percentage of draws. Pac-Man's Paul Benko. I'm just kind of talking about whatever. There's no theme. No theme here. Just trying to keep the conversation lively. Guys, please support the stream. I'm not going to be a Grandmaster for at least another 6 years. Wait. 10, 11. I won't be a Grandmaster for at least another 11 years. Till I win the World Senior under 50. I mean the World Senior 50 plus. Since I'm always 39, I've got to be waiting at least another 11 years to win the World Senior and get the GM title finally. So it's not a concern for me. What is B3? Quite an unusual move here. Okay, what do we do with that? Coach Odd, the only reason that Ben Feingold wasn't a Grandmaster like back in like 1995 was because he refused to like travel outside the United States. And that was basically his choice. You know, he was like 2,500 in 1990. You can see games from the early 90s where Feingold was like over 2,500 FIDE. He never left the United States. I mean, it's like, you know, he basically didn't want to travel or whatever. But he should have been a Grandmaster 20 years ago, you know. It's like ridiculous. He did get the title, what, like 10 years ago? 8? I don't remember. Okay, got to play D5 here. Not too many people can do a Larry Kaufman. Kaufman was old. I told the story. Kaufman was old when I met him in the early 90s. He was like a little old man. Then all of a sudden he had hair. Like, he was like a bald little old man. I mean, 20 years ago. And I was like, wait a minute. He's getting younger. All right. It's an unusual move. What am I doing? I'm playing chess 960. Jim, nowadays there is a million tournaments. The requirements for tournaments became a lot easier. So yeah, it's... But if you go back to even the mid-90s to late 90s, you couldn't make the title in the United States. I mean, that's why I started playing in Hungary in 1997, 98. It's only in the last 10 to 15 years that it's really possible to earn an IM or GM title without leaving the United States. Only in the last 15 years has that been a realistic possibility. Because the rules were always different. There was no Sinkfield billionaire to sport tournaments. And tournaments had to be round robins. You had to have a certain amount of round robins. They've done away with that. They've eased the requirements a lot. So people like Andrew Tang are lucky. I mean, in my time, it never would have been possible to do what he did, to like get a GM title without like leaving the United States. I mean, that wasn't possible in my generation. Feingold didn't get a title for 20 years because of that. All right, this variation's been a while since I played it. Merle. Holland. Nobody ever went to Holland to play chess. That I know of. Well, I mean, not from the United States. Most of you have, like, weekend tournaments and stuff. Yasser moved to Holland because of his wife. She's from there. But only recently. And, Sasanko is from where? Originally Russia. There aren't a lot of tournaments, you know, except for weekends A and some weekend tournaments. Bishop G5. What is this? What is this? Alright guys, you just stop distracting me so much with all this chatter. I'm trying to concentrate. Damn it. What is this? I'm trying to concentrate here. What is this? What is this? But Maurice tried some tournaments in Europe too. He played here in Budapest. It wasn't easy. He didn't come close to a norm. Whiteskin played as well. He also didn't come close. Alright, but Maurice had a lot of sort of... He was popular. He had some opportunities to play in tournaments. Some at the Marshall. He was a little bit lucky to get the title because there aren't that many opportunities. He was in that generation like me where there weren't that many closed tournaments to play in. But he had a lot of connections, a lot of friends, a very outgoing person. I played in some tournaments he helped to organize. Alright. Merle and I have played this like a bazillion times now. Good to be outdoors. I don't know what I'm doing here. Experimenting against Uber Driver with Bishop F6. You barely beat Merle. There's a small chance you could beat him like on the clock. Basically, that's what I've done a couple times. Astrobate is complaining, guys. He was complaining. Can you get this? He's complaining that he gets in time pressure, but he spends like 15 minutes on one move in a 2040 time control. Does anybody get that? Like, what's going on with that? Astrobate, why why are you spending 15 to 20 minutes on one move and then saying you don't have enough time? He's been very mum about it, really. Nice to see the 4 knights Scotch. I prefer to play against that. I shouldn't have played this against Arcoon, because he's actually used... What am I talking about? Oh, forgot you guys had 20 minutes. So actually, how much time has Asterbait used? What is this? You're trying to play the Marshal anyway. Really? You can just do that. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I hate this variation. Wait, maybe I didn't see. How much did Asterbait have left? Oh, this variation is tough. Classical Nimzo. Who is Pac-Man's pal? Ms. Pac-Man, obviously. Very early morning blitz game. I blundered mate there once. Gotta reserve your table early. Alright, it was my bad. I thought Asterbait had started with 30. I'm a little bit confused. What are we gonna do? You tried everything here. You can't get an advantage in this variation. There's just no way. Merle has basically refuted the white side of the Queen's Gambit. Playing for the cheap mate. You should be ashamed of yourself. I really don't know which way I'm supposed to go with my bishop here. Another King's India. Coach Ah, thank you for the donation, 100 bits. Appreciate it. Keep distracting me. Raj Papa's playing like Victor Erdos. Terrible game I lost. I never should have played this line against him. But he surprised me. He normally played like the white side of the Nimzo. And I prepared for Nimzo. And then he surprised me by playing knight f3. So I played this variation, which is basically not designed for playing against stronger players. Asterbait is down to 12 minutes. Asterbait, where'd all your time go? You normally play too fast, and now suddenly you're down to 12 minutes. What are you doing during our simuls? Is it something specific to Sundays? Are you watching NFL football or something? Knight a4 from Stuk. Does it relate to NFL football? It's too early for NFL football, right? Knight a4, an interesting move. What is it about Sundays, Asterbait? I have 2 positions I played against young Hungarian grandmasters. I am Imre Bardi's position I had against Prohashka. That was his favorite line with white. And the Erdos game against Raj Papa. Kind of ironic that I'm playing 2 Hungarians who are playing like Hungarian grandmasters. It's a conspiracy. Alright, same variation. The old b4. Weakening the king side a bit. Dr. MB. We'll start moving fast, man. Dr. B. BBB. What's the plan here? I had the game where I played rook d7. It's the fine gold, actually. Ben had a variation in the Rouser that he used to play with rook d7. But I tried to do that once in this type of position. It didn't work out. I remember very clearly. I don't think it applies here. Let's not and say we didn't. If you play king h8, you'll have a Hebden. Dimitri. Jim, thank you for the donation. This is a known pawn sack now, c5. Known of pawn sack. Yes. The Philidor reversed. Pac-Man's pal playing like leg breaker. Leg breaker style c3 Sicilian. Queen b8, g3. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, queen b8, g3, knight d5. Is that right? Queen b8, g3, knight d5, bishop c4, a6, bishop takes d5. A takes b, bishop f4, queen a7. Swear to God, I've had that once before. I played that once before. And Tony moved his queen, not allowing knight c3. It's probably a good move. And he goes here. Also, see, this is what I thought Victor Erdos would do when he played white against me. Some kind of Nimzo. Faked me out. It's always good to play multiple things, and you can, trick your opponents. Get them out of their preparation. You have 2 lines. 2 lines. Peter Balkus raiding with the party. Party on. Thanks for the raid. Alright, I've got to make a decision here, what we're doing. We are thinking out loud. 25 players. Balkus, I'll try not to call you Balkus. It's hard. It goes against everything that they're teaching me. The Hungarians have been trying to force me to pronounce everything sh for the last 15 years. It's just hard to shake it. Yeah, this is a good variation. Asterbait. Did I look at this once? Knight f6. Knight f6 e5 is a problem. Are you? They're all the same, dude. Everybody's forcing it on me. Man, what is the setup Stuck's doing with the knight a4? Funky stuff, man. I feel like we had this once with Dimitrilas. Maybe not. Hebden would have played king h8 and knight g8. That was his old system. Okay, is c5 happening? Have we been here before? By golly. What if I played knight g6 and I start trying to engage that pawn in a battle to the death? Dobre. Polish. World loser. He's Polish. King h1. We got to get out of here. So, alright, whatever. I did something wrong against Arsenal fan. This move is very, very weird. Looks like some sort of trappy move. This is enormous. But 97 is strange. Enormously theoretical variation. Bishop to c5. My name is what? This is some sort of sick prep. Like, what is going on here? b4, bishop d4. Pawn takes pawn, knight f3. Mate. Very deep. Secret move. Knight e4. Where do you come up with this absurdity? So what happens if I play like b4, bishop d4, rook c1? Then bishop b2, rook c2, bishop takes a3. Queen a1. Alright, I'll challenge you. The white square bishop is gone. Uber driver just begging me to sack the exchange. This bishop is not happy. Alright. So there's knight bd7 and knight fd7 that I recall. Knight fd7 seems really passive. I played something stupid against Erdos, like knight to c6. There was something wrong with that. Maybe it wasn't this exact position. Knight c6, maybe not that stupid. You could play d5 though. That may not be that bad. Victor didn't play bishop d3. I think he played like queen c2 against me. Some different order of moves, I thought. Huh. e5 is even interesting. Okay, I'm not sure. This is kind of a risky variation for black. Champion chess. Don't remember playing them, but I've played them 4 times. I don't like my game. Very unusual move on move 6 by white. Never seen anyone do that. I guess I did this wrong. Huh. Knight f6, bishop b2. I should have just played knight e4. White is like flat-footed after that. What is he going to do? I wasn't paying careful attention. Knight e4 would have probably equalized. Damn it. Now he has a good hedgehog, I would say. Very good hedgehog. Okay, guys, don't take it personally if I can't discuss anything in the chat. I'm not chatty, but a lot of games, and it's difficult to manage. So, yes, the surprise. Some sort of trap on the way from the gymster. h5. h5 may not be necessary. Maybe a more natural plan. for black. Did we have this before, Elvira? Exact same line? I can't remember. Also possible to take with a D pawn. Maybe more dynamic. Dynamic for Mr. Coffee. Leg breaker. Would not play that. That doesn't mean it's a bad move. It's like a sneaky way of playing bishop g3. Is that what this is? Sneaky? Sneaky move. Alright. The sneaky move. Trying to trap my queen with bishop g3. Which rook do you like? Do you like rooks? There it is, g5. Yeah, once before we had something like this. Dimitrios is insistent on attacking on the king side no matter what the situation. Sort of homemade sauce. Traditionally not really an effective attacking situation, but if white isn't careful, no doubt can be problematic anyway. Please sacrifice the exchange, Mr. Bill. You know how strongly tempted I am. It's hard to resist. More Rosavichian. You can never beat me. Iron Tigran. All right. So what now? Looks logical. Maybe I should exchange on d4. Not that thrilled about this, to be honest. You're officially on your last book move. You're ahead of me, man. I don't really play this line anymore. Yeah, you actually transposed me to a variation that I don't play much. Stuk has a very interesting game today. He's getting really positional. Evil Ramirez. An evil setup for Elvira, the mistress of the night. All right. It's theoretically better for white, but not easy to play for a player without a lot of time, I guess. All right, take me. Drink me. I'm not that enthused about taking that pawn, honestly. Oh, it's a bishop. I'm sorry. Sorry for calling it a pawn. I didn't mean to insult it. It was just simply, it came out. It was not very politically correct. I'm sorry. Sorry to hurt the feelings of your bishop. Not very sensitive of me. It's a bishop or a pawn? Wait. All right, yeah, we have to be sensitive to these things. Champion chess is plus 4 minutes now. Should I even try in this game, or is this just like a foregone conclusion? I'm wondering if I should even just resign here, because they're so confident and use negative time every move that it would just be more expedient just to resign now, not even bother playing this game. The only player who has 24 minutes left. even though they started with 20. It doesn't make things very easy for me. All right, now we're back on our heels against Nudge Papa. Yes. The principle of the thing, Uber driver. It's the principle of the thing. Right. Should I even bother to pay attention to that? Yeah, I guess we'll just go. Let him play g4. It's not the end of the world. 'Tis not the end of the world. He's called the champ for a reason. He's no chump. Chimp, champ, or chump. Carl with f3. That's good control of e4 and d5. Though I could play d5. If you can play d5, you should do it, right? That's the problem with his setup. I could have played it last move, right? All right. A lot of solid positions from people. Yep. So, transpose to a queen pawn game. Just look very solid. Scaring me, dude. Not happy with what happened against Arsenal. I didn't mean for this to happen. Honestly. I feel like I'm playing Astorbate's Check Benoni now. What about Knight c5 and f5 anyway? It goes the white squares. The white squares have left the building after that. c6 looks kind of interesting though. Give it a shot. Anti-positional. Especially anti-positional, just for you. Just for you. Everyone saw it except for you. Your last chance to run away. Okay. And Tony playing like a pro in the opening. Every 5-year-old child can play the opening like a pro. Seriously. It's the endgame that people are terrible at now. Horrible. This is a good move. D-King, I wanted to play Bishop C4, and I decided not to do it, you know, and now I feel sorry for that. Missed my chance to play that. Still, I should probably do this. Controversial. Okay, coffee. Okay, coffee. What are we doing here? Repositioning. How about my pieces? Do those need to come out? It's not important, is it? Developing the pieces. Queen e7. I'm getting concerned about my development. Something a bit more natural. How about that? What about my rook? Castle queenside. Black has a choice. Both are good. Castle queenside, knight a4. It's kind of a tough call about which way to castle here. It's a weird position. All right, he castled kingside. All right, Asterbait. I always call you Arsenal fan by accident. Rookie 1, perhaps. I can't believe you're doing this. There's like this popping sound. You guys can't hear it, but it's in the background. Somewhere in the background, someone is like popping something. Fully immersed in the position now. I have no time to talk. Don't distract me with this discussion of makeup demos. I spent a lot of time at the makeup counter, my favorite place in the department store, of course. Very interesting. All right, no, maybe we'll leave that to Bob, but what are we doing? I wanted to do this. No time to chat. I'm not going to get in time pressure like always, you know, like I'm always tricked into that by you guys. That's a weird move. Definitely didn't see knight a3. Good to see Astrobate in fatal time pressure. After last week's cheap win on time, you deserve it. Can I sack the exchange here? I already sacked an exchange against somebody today. Is b4 going to be a problem? Yeah, probably. But I need to do something. Thoth. It's ridiculous to take that thing, but I mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to take it at some point. Like, we can wait one more move, and my h-pawn will hang. Maybe rook f, df, df8, f. Ridiculous move, but great job by white so far here. Theoretical impression of Erdos Victor. Also, a lot of top-level games in the classical Nimzo beyond my personal practice. Okay, last time I lost a classical Nimzo with white a month ago. Horrible. Distracting the opponent in chat is not correct and should not be employed as a tactic. It's totally dishonest. I gotta do something. I'm not thinking that's a great move, actually. Okay. HQ. GQ, HQ. Interesting. Knight h5. No. I will not play knight h5. Will not fall for your stupid trick. No mercy. Space. The final frontier. The voyages of the Starship Enterprise. It might take me 5 years to break through that position. Alright, I'm watching too much Star Trek reruns. All right. This is some kind of perverse idea by Arsenal fan. Far more perverse than Elvira. B4. Hey, did you count on that? That could change all the calculations. G4 now. Just when it looked like he was all playing in the center. Champion Chess is just going to bust the G4 on me. Whatever, we're just going to hunker down. Time to hunker. Actually, 98 almost feels... Why would I do that preemptively, though? Running out of... I can't do anything. I'm, like, paralyzed. No place to put my pieces. Like, check it out. Where would I go? This is weird. Okay. Seriously, where would I go next? B5. All right, I must have missed something. It's a trap. Trap master. Very unclear position. I mean, that bishop really gets out. Bishop e5. Queen a1. This is his deep idea. I have no choice now. I could try to trap the bishop. I was thinking with queen b1, but bishop e5, queen e5, queen b1, a5. And even Mr. Spock couldn't find a way out. Maybe the best thing is to just lose a pawn. Alright, enough stupid Star Trek references. Joel. Rook c1, good move. Okay, so now, at least we can try to get our pieces out. Correct? Correct. He wants to control f5. Maybe just b5, getting some space. Space race. Gingy. He loved that. Throat clearing sound. A sure sign of nervousness. He was never a great poker player. Loved to play poker, but not that strong. Now we have tactics on knight. Knight takes b5. So bishop b7, knight b5, pawn b5, rook, bishop b5. He can pile up on c6 like 8 million times. Let's say I played bishop b7, he sacks a piece, I castle, he takes everything, I take on b2. I would imagine I'm at least equal. I don't feel like getting discoordinated. Knight b3 was your idea. Of course it was his idea. But he's not looking at the other player's cards. He's only thinking about his own. Typical mistake. Alright, where are we here? In reality, how's that bishop do? I mean, pawn. Wait, was it this pawn I was talking about? Your other pawn. Should I even play? Maybe I should take now. The pawn. Possibly a mistake. And Tony's outplaying me pretty badly here. This is very, very bad. We could go full on, like Korchnoi style. I think we might have to. This is too desperate. G5, I can't even do that. There is no Korchnoi. I shouldn't even associate his name with this position. It's that bad. This is just stupid. I was thinking e4. Could we try it? Am I looking at the only conceivable way of making this work? It looks mental to do this. Nah, it's just gonna lose a pawn. I'm afraid. Damn it, it just loses a pawn. This is bad. Yeah, e5 was a bad move in an already bad position. e4, knight takes e4. g5, knight takes f6 check. Knight f6, bishop f2, and I'm just screwed. Wonder if I have something insane like b5, he'll just play b3. I won't have any sort of compensation. So I just have to suffer now in a terrible position. That's basically all I can do. Enjoy your terrible position, man. Oh god, this is sick. This is really sick. If I can't play e4. Wow. Turkey Farm, what's up? Barons and Knight. Yeah, I try to keep the Simul at the same time, so you guys have no excuse. This is a nightmare. I'm done. Rook h7. All right, you know what? You know what? We gotta make a run for it. Run for the border. Taco Bell calleth. Oh, he's zoning right in. He's used negative time for the whole game. Champion. Wow, he didn't take on d5. I thought that was pretty much forced, but maybe not. Okay, so we have other options now. None of them good. Stop the cheap crap. That especially applies to Christmas presents and other gifts. No. Okay, f5. Bobby Fischer-esque. Tempting me. Or Rosevichian. Must defend. Cross between Petrosian and Morozevich. That's me. That's a sick combination. Maybe this one first. Acerbate your time. Make sure you have more than the other guy. Flag me again. I remember playing Dr. MB chess. He's a genius, too. I'm not super thrilled with this position. Not happy. That's not right, dude. That you should be absolutely fine here. Even better. What the heck was this? E3, B3? Damn. I wonder if Dr. MB is related to someone else who's played on a stream before. Like a Smurf account. I'm getting a very bad feeling about this position. Papa Smurf. We don't like our position anymore, Papa Smurf. That doesn't look right either. Knight f4 can't be bad. I think it's James's secret second account. It's playing the same kind of setup that James always plays, with b3 and e3 every single time, and James isn't here. It's kind of a weird coincidence, isn't it? He's like obsessed with that exact structure. Another deadly pin. All right, clearly h3. Do they have Taco Bell in European countries? Because we don't have it here in Budapest. I think we already had this conversation. Need to talk about something. Tactics. Masturbate to your old tricks. Playing the Bob system. This is a tough line to play in no time blitz mode. New Stuk. He's like hyper positional. Uber Stuk. What are you talking about? Fulton Street? There's probably like 100,000 Fulton Streets. Actually, no, I've never heard of one, but it sounds very common. It's one of those common sounding names for streets. Oak Avenue. Stay away from my king. Electric Avenue. Knight H5 Avenue. Speaking of the Fianchetto Benoni, good God, man. Would you like a log? Would you like a draw? Would you like a draw? Seriously? If you'd like a draw, offer me a draw. I'm too ashamed to offer a draw in this position. What are you guys talking about? I was talking about Taco Bell. To Taco Bell. I am getting annihilated by Antoni. Dude, if you can't offer a draw in a bad position, like, when can you get a draw? I mean, you know, I propose a draw. I'm not offering the draw. I'm just trying to subtly get him to offer a draw. See, Taco Bell was all about running for the border. That's why I started talking about Taco Bell. That concept. All right, enough pressure on my e6 pawn. That's got to stop. So I went with the Suba Mihai formation here to get Mr. Coffee to give me some attacking chances, hopefully on the king side. Trying to be fundamental, extra fundamental. There it is. Almost pulled my knight off of c3. Talking of makeup. Yeah, you're always talking about makeup. Suspicious. It's very suspicious. I think you're a spy. All right. H6. H6. Bishop H4. Knight takes E4. Whatever. The practical player. This was all part of the plan. Good God, man. That's a relief. Epic position here. Shirov Alexei versus Anatoly Karpov, 1992. Linares. Elvira's from Linares, Spain. An old friend of mine. We had dinner together, right? Queen C7. Marcel Duchamp. What are we doing here? The Joko piano. Do the Joko piano. But this becomes a very hard position to play with a limited amount of time. You're out of form, clearly. Wait, what? What? I managed to equalize against Pac-Man's pal. Crafty plan. Uberstück. Stuckerber. This is the worst positional beatdown of the day. Very, very bad situation. Now, some people would have gone to another extreme and just gone to rip my face off with like G4. Like a predator type alien opponent. G4. No. Antonia is more human. Basic tactics for Asterbait. Alright, what's up, man? What are you going to do to me? Maybe I should just play F6. Been lecturing about this kind of position. H6. Come on, Asterbait. Run out of time. Draw? Maybe I should push B4 on the queen side. Then it'll be all closed up. We don't really want that. What am I doing? My bishop's okay where it is. We need play. Yeah, but I don't know what to do. I'm screwed. Alright, so Arsenal found a new piece sacrifice. My name is what? I said that already today. Sort of Eminem style comment. Slim Shady chess. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're just randomly saying things. Knight D7. Now, the object is to have more time than you started with. Does anybody not know that here? You are aware that's the point of this exercise, right? If you're not aware of the... Because I think champion chess has some sort of issue. 63, 179. Is this the point? You have to play as fast as humanly possible? I'm not really sure. This looks questionable at best for me. He's going to lock the king side. Prepare yourselves. Yes. But I think I should go here. Blockade. Blockadovic. Ah. Evil intentions. Thomas. We've got a nice game here. Let's get the king to a sensible place. Then we'll start thinking. E5. Okay. What a King's Indian this is. Wow. Epic position. Just extremely complicated. Horrible situation to be in when you don't have time. Paschall. They call him Paschall. Paschall is getting on my nerves. Absolutely. Getting on my nerves here, dude. Double threats from Paschall. Paschall. What are we going to do with you? I don't like this. Threatening me incessantly. Pac-Man's Pal is also fast. 15 minutes left. Damn, dude. Threatening 97. Messing up my pawn structure. Forking me. I'm not going to let him fork me like I'm completely in outer space. This is serious, dude. 95? Shit. This is serious, too. Got to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Could get worse, too, after knight c5. Maybe that's not a good idea. I don't really have a good idea. Dr. Chess. Dr. MD. Okay. Arsenal, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Video game. Peoples. Maybe we can survive this abomination. My worst Leningrad Nimzo ever. Much Papa won the last 2 games against me, damn. Arsenal fan with yet another tactic. Le petite tactique. Dude, you're such a con artist. Where is this coming from? You should seriously go into con artistry, Arsenal fan. With moves like that, you're missing your calling. Clearly. Con artistry. All right, what happened? Prison bishop. Solitary confinement. All right. We got to make sure the dark squares remain locked down, on lockdown. Enough with prison jokes. All right. Another good move. Oh, knight g5. Is that going to be a problem? You're going to do that? Could be a problem. Too much time. We're spending too much time at this juncture. e4. Maybe Merle's weakness is the endgame? Does he have a weakness? That's what I'm wondering. Does he even have a freaking weakness? Bishop a4. Speaking of prison bishops. That one just got out, dude. It got out. It's escaped from Alcatraz. Terrible. This is like better for white, spatially better for white. I unofficially offer a draw against Lunch Papa. Unofficially, of course. Grandmaster style. The Stook is on a different plane. Maybe this was a bad move. Another bad move. So a5, no. No, we're not going to let you close it up completely. It's not happening. Asterbait toying with me again. Master of the endgame. Conan the Barbarian of chess. Move 11 is gifting tier 5 subs. 5 tier 5 subs. Tier 1 subs. Tier 5. Damn, dude. I wanted tier 5 so bad to exist. I wanted tier 5. Damn it, move 11. Couldn't you give me a tier 5? How much is a queen worth? 2 rooks? 2 rooks and a bishop. I'm just going to get 2 rooks here. 2 rooks and a pawn. Ponda. 2 rooks and a ponda. Honda. Development. Yes. Yes, Duke. I feel like I made a mistake there. The master of positional play today. Stuk is adapting to a new environment or something. He's totally changed. He's Zen chess now. Basically. Stuk morphed into Zen chess. He's a totally new player. They switched bodies or something. Do you think that Pac-Man's Pal is tactically oriented? These pieces coming at me. A new fork. Jesus Christ, with the forks, dude. What am I going to do about that? Take your pawn? Take your pawn. Take your pawn. You got a problem? This better work. It better work somehow. Queen d7, preparing the inevitable. atomic bomb that is knight to c6 to d4. It's very essential that I get there first to cover that. No. No. Nope. Masturbate. Mexican wall here. No Mexicans allowed across the border. That's the way it is. Endgame I'm not sure about here. You took my freaking knight? We had a Mexican wall game before. You know, I'm trying to deal with a very unpleasant situation with that joke, but it's not funny. But sometimes humor can lessen the impact of terrible things. F4. I was telling my 9-year-old son today. He kept blaming everything on me, and I said, "You're acting like Donald Trump." And the 9-year-old child tells me, "You know, I don't see how you can call your own son, say that to your own son." All right. 9-year-old ashamed to be called Donald Trump. What are we going to do here? I mean, I've always been planning on giving that back, but I've got to think about this. We're in a little bit of a precarious situation. What if we have a tactic? Maybe I should just take on f4. Most likely the best move. No. He knows how to play chess. He likes chess. He started to like it. I just told him not to do it as a career. He would agree if he read Jan Elvest's Facebook post today. We were talking about that before the stream. All right. Tournaments. You can't make a living playing chess, kid. Do something else. Yes. Queen c2, queen e2, queen c2. Why didn't I take on d4? I seriously thought about that. That was like Alexander Ivanov. He refused to teach his kids chess. Like, are you crazy? I would never teach them to play chess. He who falls into the wife has a good job category. Can we get a tactic? Maybe. All right, time's getting a little bit short here. Getting a little bit short on time, definitely. Focus on the white squares. The most important thing, kid, is that you make sure you get a wife who has a good job. We were joking. We were joking today. I have some mutual friend whose older son was like moving in with his girlfriend. And I was telling my son, like, never move in with your girlfriend. He didn't get it. Like, he's too young to appreciate the joke. But... All right. Seriously, what are we going to do? Unless she has a good job. Damn it, Stook, you're playing too well today. And I'm joking too much. Stook is scary. I'm down to 25 minutes. Complicated positions all over the place. Where's someone on sound? And Asterbate started the time gain. The time gain strategy. Have you counted your pieces lately, Arsenal fan? Asterbate. Very suspicious. Time usage. Starting to happen again. Strangely, all right, rooks for the queen. Oof, you've got that. Damn it. Oh, I hung my A pawn. Oh well. I think Asterbate does some sort of trolling of me. Trolling of me. What's up with the trolling of me? I gotta make up my mind about what I'm doing here. Enough is enough. Man, Antoni really went for it. Just when I started to feel like things were not that bad, they feel bad again. Arsenal would definitely sack a piece for a few pawns, something random. It's mean. I'm sorry. That's just mean. I'm sorry. I apologize. Take it back. I'll remove it from Twitter. Man, this is ugly. Can I have a bad bishop, please? You have that. Look at that rook move. The Thoth. Thoth Bela. Hungarian I am. Just kidding. No relation to Thoth Bela. Thoth Bela. Damn, dude. There's some counterplay here for black. There's some games that look like they were really good for me, but I'm having serious questions. Yeah, this is getting into Lovecraft territory. Asterbate fell for it. He fell for my cheap trick. Takes one to know one, right? Lovecraft deities. Yeah, Lovecraft had some stories with Egypt. Not a lot. Like one short story. That might be referenced in there. This is going to be a tough position to play with like no time. C4 looks like a good move. So someone on sound isn't here. Someone else has to count the games. At least I have a 40-second increment. Hopefully that will slow people down. Their sleazy attempts to win on time. sleazify the Simul. Attempting to sleazify my Simul. Oof. Mr. Coffee getting kind of frisky here. It's a new word. Give me that. Come back here. That way. Anything to trade queens. Another knight. Oh my gosh. And a queen. Oh my gosh. Rook b7. Someone is a little materialistic. Lucky for me. It's not that bad. Yes, yes. Got me. Like a dagger through the heart. All right, now the plan. Clearly I have to take this way. Yeah, this plan may not work out so well. Antoni just played f takes e5, which I thought wouldn't be that bad for me. I thought. Puns, my new specialty. All right. Well, we survived this. I mean, this isn't lost. I even have rook takes d4. Rook takes d4 might actually just work. Work it. Rook takes d4, rook b8, check, bishop f8. And then, it's kind of dangerous to play rook takes. I admit. Thanks for the move 11. This is just such an asking for a kind of move. Queen g7. Yeah, I feel like I made an inaccuracy here of some sort. Black's very active on the queen side. Doesn't seem fair. Weird position. I don't really know what to do. Playing this really well, mister. It's going to be difficult to improve my position. Oh, man, I don't know. Quickly. b5, of course. I guess I have to play this. It's ugly. It wasn't part of the plan. Planamix. Do you know where your children are? How many you've got? Arsenal. A piece count, please. Can I get a piece count? Can we get approximation? How many pieces you have left? Rooks. How many rooks? Material means nothing to Arsenal fan. He's a man after my own heart. I don't know what Stook is taking, but it's some kind of drug that makes you play stronger positional chess. Knight checkmate. No. No mate. I could play f6 though. He's starting to double. Double this. That's a strong idea. Sitting here. Possibly in grave danger. Well, I guess I better play rook d8. Opponent offered a draw. I like this position a lot. The orange thing is annoying, dude. That shouldn't be orange. It's too distracting. You offer a draw and then send an orange flare onto your opponent's board. Like, that's seriously. I know that it's drawing attention, but it's too much so. Like, when someone offers draw, you can't concentrate anymore because you're blinded by this orange notification. Seriously, that's too much. Fluorescent orange draw first. Knight f4. Bishop takes c4. No, 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 no. Knight to d2, b5. Resigns. a4. Not yet. Maybe later. The orange flare is ridiculous, though. That's devastating. Me exaggerate? Never. All right. I want to get a knight. I want to get a knight in there on f4. How can I do it? Just do it. b4 is going to happen? Hope not. He's down to 2 minutes. Someone with actual real time pressure. Man, Uber driver is starting to... He's starting to like hesitate. This is similar. These positions are getting too similar to each other. Imre should have played c5 in that opportunity. You know, when he had the opportunity there. No doubt. f4 knight d7. Okay. Not an easy position to play, really. If I'm being honest. Okay. Seriously, what is going on? I'm just going to start taking things. Rook a2. This is a really closed position, obviously. I don't know if rook a2 was that good. Served my purpose. b3, creating a pass pawn for the opponent. Good idea. All right, well, I don't think I can avoid exchanging rooks here. Black's just worse. Period. End of story. Positional doping. Stuka's down to 2 minutes, though, due to positional doping. Oof, f6 is rough, but I might have to do it just to get some sort of counterplay. Sort of almost looking like a suicidal style move. Nice to see you guys in some time pressure. For a change. Is there any other move? No. Okay, Uber driver, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't change a thing. Mr. Coffee, exploratory bishop e4. Good move. Preventing rook b1. Ooh, bishop a3 also. That's super irritating. Boo. Any tactics? King h8 has been played. We got to get in there, boys and girls. All right, trading queens. What am I thinking? All right, this is hanging. What am I thinking? Hey, boys and girls. We'll be like Eddie Murphy. The chess version. We should do like a Mr. Rogers chess channel. Probably make $1 million. No, it's chess. Forget it. H6. Dude, what is up with this position? What is the last move? H6. Spring Festival. What? What are you talking about? Why are you talking about Hungarian chess tournaments? Pereni Memorial. Pereni. My pronunciation is terrible. Take, rook g1 check, bishop h6, goodbye. This is getting scary against Thomas. I don't know if I'm going to be playing tournaments or not. I can't decide whether to play and stuff or not. If it's worth it to me or not. Trade it off. Actually, wait a minute here. I have knight g5. Doesn't do anything though. This really is a problem. He's got bishop c2. Arsenal. Something about this. Very timely move from Arsenal. Damn. On the verge of collapse here. Champion Chess actually used time. It's unbelievable. Maybe that's not good. No, it's all right. Bishop h5. Okay. He's like a chess psychopath. The champion chess. A chessic psychopath. Imagine that. Not the first and not the last chess psychopath. This is suicide. Feels unbelievable, this game. What am I going to do? Wow. Oh, man. I must take. Nice move. What am I doing? All right, I can do that. Why would I want to, though? I don't need to. I don't need to. What happened? There is a threat. Threat has been registered. Registration of threat. No, no. This is not happening. This is not real. This may be real. Unfortunately. Merle's getting really annoying now. Antony let me survive to a fairly reasonable ending here. Never should have had it this good. I mean, white still might be a touch better. Alright, endgame. Zombie land. F6 perhaps. Maybe the best. He's got some threats though. Okay, queen f6. Then. Much safer. Leaving me no choice. What is happening here? Bishop e3, perhaps? Time will have its say. Strong knight. Senor Coffee, what are you doing? Stop that. Stop that now. I don't like you anymore. Sir Coffee is behaving rather badly, I would say. Damn, dude. What am I going to do about this? All right, we've got to wake up before it's too late here. Very tricky. Wake up before you go. Sorry for the George Michael. The Michael of George. But we must find some kind of threat now. Rook a2 would be a good move. What? What? He is e4'd. He has e4'd me. Wow. With a W. Check him out with this move. Holy. I don't know what. I don't believe this is happening. Strong player 2100 in bullet. Oh, he has this. Queen e4 95 just devastates me. Rook e4, I should have to sack the exchange, but it's lost anyway. I just lose everything in one move. Yeah, it looks like I just lose my whole position in one move. That's it. Just as easy. He's the one who offered a draw, like on the previous move, right? Offer a draw and then crush me on the next move. It's kind of weird, like c3, rook a, c8, so he's setting it up. I decline a draw with a4 and then e4 crushes me to dust. To dust with you. Yeah, I don't think there's any defense here. We'll see. Winning. And it begins. Searching for Uber driver. I need an Uber. Quickly. Whoa. Whoa. Nasty. Nasty. Not nice. Santa Claus is not happy about this. So I'm in trouble now. Pac-Man's pal? You're not my pal. Not very nice, Miss Pac-Man. You're probably not even a girl. You called yourself Pac-Man's pal. Alright. That's a problem. At least we didn't lose the exchange against Mr. Coffee. That's a lot of things attacking my e4 pawn. What now? Tengo mucho dinero. My bishop doesn't have a lot of squares, but let's make it useful. Yes. The shocking truth behind it all. So, we're going to need some sort of miraculous trick now, which I don't see. set me up for this last move. The draw just sealed it. When he offered a draw, I was like completely complacent. Completely complacent due to draw offer. Psychological draw offer. What can I do about this? Say your prayers. Me. Speaking of draws, Stuk. Everything is so tight in White's position. Look at that. It's as solid as it can get. Wow. Wow. No. All right. What do we do? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I think of this before? Mr. Coffee, you're making me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. Gotta give him another pawn. Fine. You can have another pawn. .40-second increment. We're going to need that extra time. King position. That's nasty. This could get pretty scary. We both have competing pawn majorities. Stuk now busy reading my mind. Okay, what happened? Defending against knight f5. A big idea. Rook c8. You can do that? You gave me a knight, right? Okay, I'm up a piece now. Up a piece is good. But you're threatening to take a piece. That's not good. That's not good. All right. How are you doing there? In game. How do you feel about the back rank? It's a theme today. I have a bad feeling about this. And everything's conveniently hanging. Isn't that just wonderful? Everything just works out for our opponent perfectly. 40-second increment doesn't hurt. Queen d4 is popular today. And she has all sorts of tricks now. It. All sorts of tricks. G5 is not happening today, apparently, unfortunately. We could try it. G5, knight h5 check, king g6, anyone? We could give it a try. Could play h4 as well. Dangerous. Oh man, come on, Asterbait, where are you? Where are you? Ooh. If it's free, it's for me. Gotta be accurate here. This could be a very scary game. Where's the best place to be? I'm up a pawn in this endgame. No, it's equal. Mr. Coffee. I did that. I did that to myself. Wow. Damn it. Damn it, Jerry. God damn it, Jerry. I did bishop b5, missing queen b7. That's like the worst move in the world. God damn it, Jerry. Now queen b8. Whoa. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Time is not enough. You're only attacking that 6 times. I don't think it's enough. This is just ridiculous. There's any point in playing this out? He offered me a draw. Then I resigned. Dude, Mr. Pac-Man. You gotta be kidding me. So much for the perfect score. I wanted to play g5 and sack a pawn. I'm already down the exchange. That's crazy, right? And I don't like that Uber driver is getting like aggressive now. In fact, getting really aggressive. How dare you? It's too much. I can't believe I screwed this up. What? Did I count the pawns right there? Blob X. Blob X. X blob. Okay. What? Just let me stay alive a little bit longer. Queen G3 is threatened. Jesus. Clearly we're going to lose a few games. It wasn't the plan, but it won't be helped. It can't be helped. I don't know why I can't count the pawns in this position. What is happening? Queen D8. I should be happy to draw this if I can. Weird. Wait, what? The only chance against coffee is time. Remember, I thought forever. I don't even remember what's happening in that game. It's been so long. Pac-Man's pal. I survived. This extra time helps a little bit. G5. Mr. Coffee. Turn my bishop. Should be winning. Maybe it's not so easy. Yeah, not so easy. But I am up a piece. He's trying to make his bishop come to life. Ricard. It could be a little tricky getting out of this pin. Taking with the bishop. Leaving with bad bishop. I hung my pawn on c5. Wow. There wasn't a pawn on c5. That explains the whole mystery. I can't hang a pawn that wasn't there. All right, anyway. Right. Thanks for letting me know. We're doing good. Well, the time control seems to help a bit. Ooh, need that one. We can use that later. Man, this is irritating. Oh. Uber driver. Such a nasty trick. G4. H4. Dangerous for me. It's all dangerous. This is getting pretty nasty. So G4. Damn, dude. What am I going to do? Seriously. I need some sort of miracle. I feel like it should be not that bad. Need a freaking miracle here. That's probably not it. Inherently logical. Problem with these good players. This is a good way to lose, probably. He got his bishop in the game, and I'm getting low on time. Perfect. Mr. Coffee, go. Away. Go away. All right. What do we got? 13 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Best score in ages. Threats, mate. Not quite sure what to make of this. Uber depressing. Well, I'm not losing this. I put myself in near Zugzwang. Near Zugzwang. It's a pretty bad place. Yeah, I could get mated there too. That seems really dumb. What am I doing? Get out of here. Mr. Coffee, playing too good. Playing too good. F4. Could lose if I do that. What can you do? Rook on open file must attack. Dr. MB Chess is going to win this king and pawn in game. With 10 minutes to spare. Holy crap. Can't believe I did that to myself. Interesting. It's got another threat. I believe how badly I play in time pressure. H4. Had hallucination here. Up a piece. Oh, he beat me once before. Let's check it out. Oh, it was like a perfect game or something. Oh boy. All right. G3. Is going to be necessary. Eek. Probably not the best timing for that move. Okay, we should be winning this, but he has 3 connected pass pawns. It's actually kind of messy. Mr. Coffee game. Down to 50 seconds. The 50-second rule. You're seriously gonna get me with that. A lot of endgame pros. Surprisingly. E3 isn't gonna work. Lucky I'm not lost here. Clearly we can't trade. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about losing that pawn over there. Clearly. But we'll try to limit it to that one. It's almost a mate here. Ooh. Oof. Oof. Almost. But it doesn't work. But it does. Oof. Maybe it works. Massive multi-fork. Massively multi-forking. Mr. Coffee gets lucky again. No time. Thank you for the game, guys. Princess of the Night. Probably rushing it a little bit there. Okay, now as long as Antoni can't attack my pawn, it's not so easy though to guarantee that. I guess I consider b5. I should consider b5 liquidating pawns. It's kind of dangerous, actually. This is a little tricky. It really should be a draw. Merle, what happened? Draw. So I was thinking d7 first. But actually, what did I sacrifice? Whatever. Guys, thanks for playing. We're going to be back streaming tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Blitz and Rapid Chess here. There's gotta be an end to this madness. All right. We got to make sure he's blockaded. You will not have my pawn. That's it. I've got just these three. This is clearly winning, but you know that already. This, I'm obviously playing for a win here, in case you didn't know. Totally winning. But wait now. Tricks. Okay, so you've got counterplay. That's annoying. Annoying. Shoot. Maybe I have something like rook e1. Stay in your lane. Guys, thank you so much for supporting Stream Move 11 with 5 gift subs. Jim 700 this week. It was Christmas this week. We had a short week. Thank you guys for the bit donations, subs. All right. Can I move my A pawn forward? Oh, she's prepared for that. I just need like one more good move. What about G4? What are you going to play if I play G4? You can't take it. It just weakens my king side. I can't believe this is not winning for white. You can play rook e5, I guess. Obviously, I'm making progress here. As well here. So it looks like 2 draws and a win. Against Super Driver. The Ginger Grob. Ginger GM, sorry. I don't know what made me say that. That's so weird. I called him the Ginger Grob. He likes weird openings. Now, wait a minute. Your queen is protected. F5. What about A5? Whatever. It all wins. Somehow. E5. Oof. I dare you. I double dare you. Double dare you to play E5. What? You took the pawn. Pawn taker. He's rolling the C pawn, that is. Interesting. Epic defense. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. How about that? The Grob. Grob Deg. Alright, man. Enough of this. Enough of this nonsense. I resign for you. Oh. That's a strange decision. Wow. Wow. Sending the pawn to its demise. So if I play queen c6, you have something, you're saying. Pawn demise. This is an interesting game. Ouch. Ouch. So if bishop takes e6, she had c2. And then I really don't know why I didn't play that. Sort of getting tired, I think. Resigning here is solid option. Giving yourself something to do this afternoon. So bishop takes e6. Pawn takes e6. Doesn't really help me. It doesn't hurt. Or I could just take. Does that help me? Amazingly irritating position. We'll make like 4 queens or something, I guess. I don't like offering draws from worse positions, but if it's really drawn, then I think it's okay. Now, obviously, black will have quite a few checks here. making the situation somewhat awkward, is queen d8 for black. So, queen d8, rook e2. It's no problem. I'm going to pawn up with a better structure. I didn't play this optimally. I have a challenge from someone. No. And Tony is left. But that's, I think, pretty simple. So, yes, best defense. What happens on queen a2? Oh, I see. I don't know what that move does. And Tony has opted to lose a piece here. Seems like an unwise decision. All right. We can try this. Wait. No, queen a6, f5. G takes f. Damn it, that doesn't work either. I have queen h8. It's actually kind of tricky. I could also get mated. It feels like f5 should work in some position. Yeah, I just went crazy. Well, obviously it was just a draw. He didn't want to draw, so he lost. It's your choice. He pays your money and he takes your choice. But it should have been a draw. All right. Black now playing for the win. Yes. No, dude, I offer you... I don't know, man. You shouldn't lose. Although I've done it. I've done stuff like that before. Definitely. We're narrowly winning. Uber driver, I think you were probably winning at some point. I guess I'm just gonna have to think about this. Rook d1, rook c2. It's not that simple. No, rook d1, rook c2. Norse? I thought you said, is the Norse penguin dead? I swear. I was afraid I had nothing here, but now this kind of looks fun. I thought you had me on the run there, Uber driver. Like when you had your knight on f4, I think I'm toast, probably. I never should have let you get that, knight on f4. I screwed up once I started to think that I was better, and that was my problem. Probably I was never better, and having this fantasy that I was better was what led me astray. Guys, thanks for playing. Last game. We're going to be back for Blitz and Rapid Chess tomorrow here on lichess and Twitch. Very annoying for black to be tied down to this pawn now. Actually, threatening rook c2. Rook and pawning games generally look drawn. Maybe not an easy draw, especially if you're playing Oleg Krivonosov. But should be. But if I can get my queen to f6, so like check, 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 king f7. She doesn't want to let me get my queen in there. I would play queen g7 if it was not dropping a queen. I have like no threat at all. That's really irritating. The way of protecting my rook. All right, let's throw in a check. Mobilizado. Yeah, king d7. That's insane. That is insane. Wow. Totally mental. King d7 is seriously insane. Alright, I should just think about this for a minute. It might even be a mistake to play this. You really should stay closer to the pawns, I would think, with your king. Okay, let's say I play this. You have rook c3. You wouldn't do that. She has rook c3, guys. Threatening g3. This was such a stupid move. Now she gets active. I'm just trying to www.fakenews.com. But it was kind of a mistake to play king d7. Thanks to everybody for playing. I did lose 3, draw 3. Pretty good result for me. The loss to the player who offered a draw to me kind of balances out the draw that I won against Padron. There was an article years ago in the 90s that Alex Yermolinsky wrote about the psychology of the draw offer. If you're playing a strong player who you don't think would ever take a draw, or something like you don't think your opponent will really take a draw, but if you think like offering a draw will make them more likely to go crazy, it's a very good strategy. And now she has queen c3. I'm not sure this actually does anything. That's weird. Maybe I should think about this again. Because if I play rook d2, which was my intention, she has queen c3, and it's not so easy to find a good square for my queen. Oh no, this is position I can play for 50 moves. You know, we're playing to the 50 move rule here. It could easily be 100 and something moves. You can make it count as a Christmas present, Padron. Yeah. It's a late Christmas present. New Year. The last present of the year. Right. Yeah. Oleg Krivonosov could play 150 moves here. Just don't drop your queen. It is kind of hard to activate with this constant threat of rook c2 in my face. g4 will create rook c3 counterplay for black. Excuse me, so h4. And like, not easy to win here. Maybe h4 creating a cubbyhole for my king. I don't think this is an easy draw. It shouldn't be. The search for chess ideas. h4, rook c2. There's got to be a way to play for a win here. If I can play h4, h5, I can create a passed g-pawn. Even that's something. I can't believe it. There's got to be a way. Is that threefold repetition? Fourfold repetition. Not yet. Yeah. No, it's not a draw by repetition. I still got half a beer left. Could go on for another 3 hours at this rate. 2.5. But at least we discovered the time control works better for me not to lose on time, apparently. Alright, now I've got an idea. Grinchy good idea. I don't know what it does, but maybe as a start, the queen should coordinate with the rook. Lord Ananas, what's up? So, we're trying. We're trying. The rook doesn't want to work with anybody, dude. This rook is like... He is stubborn. Does not want to work. He's just collecting the dole. Alright, so she's threatening nothing for the moment. I have a check on a4 that does nothing. She's preventing me from moving my rook. The idea was to play h4. Now there's no 50 move rule for another 50 moves. What happened to my game with Pi Day, the King's Indian? Did he like disconnect or something? I don't remember that game ending. Does anybody know? Somebody must have, at least one or two players must have disconnected, because I don't feel like I won 18 games. I'm sure. At least a couple players didn't play. The Pi Day game I don't remember at all, like a resolution. Three no-shows. That's pretty standard. We should actually consult a real list. This amazingly difficult position. Better structure. More structure. More is better. I guess you got to think in terms of like formations. Like maybe I can play with my queen on g5, try to play h5. She could put the rook here and do some damage. Somewhere like a5. Maybe a check. A check just for fun. What do you think? Fun check. Just to confuse the opponent a little bit. Yeah, what happened? It was a King's Indian. An interesting position in that King's Indian. And I want to know what the heck happened. He dropped a rook. Oh yeah, okay. That's strange. He's a fast player but doesn't make major blunders that often. So what now? Like King f7, h5, rook c2. It could be a very complicated queen endgame, you know, like queen in 2 against queen in 1. Not an easy draw, even if she manages to trade rooks. There's no guaranteed draw. He resigned after queen b2, king h7. I'm not sure I even knew like he had resigned. h5. h5. Well, I mean, h5 doesn't contain any threats, right? It's got to do something. Got to do it. The bonus thing is that I'm on her rook here, so she can't just like go queen f5 or something weird. I mean, in a sense, this helps black a little bit by trading off pawns, but I don't really have another winning plan, and frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Oh, I see. f5. Triple exclam. Winning by force. That'd be sick, wouldn't it? Just opening up the black king. I doubt it works. There's this constant threat of rook c2. Close, though. I don't think I have any losing chances if I sack that pawn. I simply have reservations about this. How do you say in Greek when you see the writing on the wall, Jim? The cave drawing. I kind of overestimated this, I think, a little bit. But I don't know what else I would do to try to win. The writing on the wall is draw. Unfortunately, the H-file can be dangerous for me, too. This could really work in her favor, too. Queen g6 is like the perfect move. I don't know why Black's even thinking here. I almost have to trade queens into this queen endgame, into the rook endgame. That's crazy. I mean, queen g6 is strong. It's preparing stuff like to go to the H-file. It has pressure on g3. Black should like undoubtedly insta-play queen g6. It's so impossible to win after that. Of course, if Black's like trying to win here or something, I suppose this is a better move if you think like you're trying to win. I guess g4 is interesting. White could even lose if you're not careful. I can't believe Black's just gonna let me like queen this pawn here. I mean, winning clearly better positions is not really a realistic approach, you know? Like, you should try to draw when you're like more than minus 1.5 if there's a realistic chance to draw. I mean, it's fine if you have like a totally lost position and there's no hope, but I mean, clearly in this case, it's a draw. If I have to trade queens, you know, I think it's a draw. The rook in game should be a draw. You can lose it, but it's pretty hard to do. I could see how Black could lose it, but it's pretty hard to do. You know, trading queens there. The structure is not optimal for Black. But, yeah, I'm surprised, Padron. You didn't realize there was that trap there. Because you could have tried that before. You know, there were several positions where you could have played bishop a7 and you didn't. I thought you saw it, you know, and then likely you saw it and then forgot, which happens to me and everybody a lot. Okay. Check it out. Check it out. How about a king and pawn endgame? If only my rook could play. You know, I could actually try something here. Yeah, even bishop g4 was enough to win. Once your bishop's trapped, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's all that counts. You're like me, you didn't want to accept a draw. You thought you're better, why accept a draw? You can never lose. That was an evil trap, the other game I lost. Okay, now, well, I don't really see a lot of options here. Oops. I think I messed up. Damn it. I hallucinated. Shit. I want a take back. Can I have a take back? I played the second move, my variation first. I want to take back, please. Can I play g6 instead? I'm supposed to play g6 and then queen h7 check after rook takes f4. There's no takebacks. Alright, that was the whole point. I have to play g6. If rook takes f4, queen h7 check, king moves, and g7. I wasn't sure what's happening there. You know, it may still be some sort of ridiculous draw, like I queen and black has perpetual check. Probably she has that worked out already. The most spectacular draw. But unfortunately, I screwed this up. Now I'm even in danger of losing. Losing chances. In losing chances, we trust. Well, that's awkward. So queen takes f4 check will be a mating attack for black. This is supposed to be g6. Rook takes f4, queen h7 check, king moves, and g7. The king would have to move up in order to not lose by force. So g6, rook f4, queen h7 check, king c6, let's say. g7, threatening queen. Now black has to make some kind of move. I'm going to queen on the next move. So black plays something like queen e4. No. Queen d4. g8 queen, rook h4 check. Winning my queen there. There's no way I could win anyway. Probably. Just a draw maximum. No takebacks. And no late entries in Simuls. It's already 10 o'clock. Wow. So, is that right? It's 10 o'clock? We started at 6:30? Oh my god. It's the longest Simul ever. Just because I made it 2040. Wow. You never studied rook and pawn versus rook and pawn? Are you serious? Well, there's not that many complicated examples. I mean, the vast majority of them must be draws. There are some interesting ones, probably. Not a lot. But it's really elementary. It sounds like it should be covered by most in-game books. You think it's a draw? I think it's a draw too. But I think it was a draw anyway. Even if I didn't blunder. Rook takes, queen g3. Threatening rook f2. This is definitely a draw. You know, I wonder how easy this draw is for black. King takes, fe5. Rook takes. Touchy you movie, break you pay. Famous friend of mine once said that. So, surprisingly, she found the right move. Threatening to improve my king position. Threatening to threaten. This might not be the most accurate move by me. Should I push the pawn? That's weird. Exciting. That square? Now I'm going to play for a win. G6. I'm going for it. Oh no. Alright guys, anyway, this was a fun theatric ending. Back to the Simul. Thank you guys for playing. 18 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses, some no-shows. Boo for the no-shows. You guys suck. But I just want to see the position where I made my mouse slip or mental slip. Edgar, you're Hungarian. One of my own Hungarian friends here, Edgar, didn't show up. Alright guys, endgame. I just want to see this before we go. It's been a long Simul, but I want to see this. So, where's the dubious move? Queen h7 check. Yeah, g6 was winning. Oh my god. I thought she had a draw or something. Snap. It was winning. I actually wasn't sure about this. You know, it's not that simple. I didn't see queen g5. I wouldn't have played it. Dude, I never would have found this. I thought this is a draw. It is a draw. King c6. See? This I never would have found. Queen g5. Holy crap. Now the computer's changing its mind. It's bugging out, dude. It's at 1.7, then it's 4. It's going crazy. It's 6.2. Queen h7 is a draw. I thought so. This is a draw. King c6. No, now the engine's changing its mind. What is with it? Why is it so sucky? Rook c2 check actually wins. Wow. This is like, this requires insane precision. The engine's like, one move, I have to play like some perfect 6 sequence of moves, dude. And its evaluation is fluctuating all over the place. No, I don't know. I mean, okay, yeah, I had great winning chances, but I'm not sure. Not sure. Okay, guys. Anyway, it would have been a tough game to win. Had it even really been winning, you know, for sure. Winning, yeah, if you're a computer and you have a 20-move calculation radius, but for a human being, it's a really tough schlag to win that. I thought it was a clear draw, honestly. Here, if g6, king c6, rook takes f4, sorry. g6, rook takes queen h7, check. My analysis was like g7, but we'll check this out. And I wasn't sure. I thought she had like queen d4. Maybe that's not enough. Not enough. Another secret move, queen e5. This draws. For humans, hard to defend. Just as hard as it is playing white, but this was. So I play queen h7, 7. Yeah, this is like, I'm lucky I'm not lost now. She could even play for a win here, possibly. But the point is that I'm threatening trade of queens and black's pinned, and I'm threatening g6. So anyway, thanks everybody for playing, for subscribing, and for supporting the stream. We'll be back tomorrow with Blitz and Rapid Chess here on lichess Twitch. Good night and have a great panda. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for playing.